Again, I find myself walking this road. It's so familiar I could walk it with my eyes closed, and just when I think that I have reached the end, I find myself back at the start again. I don't get this paradoxical condition that I'm in. Like a broken record, I keep repeating, like a broken record, I keep repeating, like a broken record, I keep repeating this sin. I am less than human. We live in a world full of synthetic emotions exchanged through pointless texts filled with emoticons. But do we even know what it means to feel? Actual emotions, or how to be real with each other? We are less than human. Let me explain. Man believed in hundreds of gods in ancient times, which they tried to please and appease with their holy crimes, but the aspect of their religion I want to focus on are the idols on which they tried to force them upon. They thought what they believed to be lofty deities would possess a statue, and we say, what a strange society. But what I realize is we're not that much different. You see, we've made ourselves to be gods for others to worship, thinking that this concept will somehow make our lives seem less worthless. But we are no longer the embodiment of our identities, for we have taken our spirits and forced them into machines. I am no longer me, I am my Facebook. And don't just come see me, first shoot me a text to look over, and then I will decide if you are worthy of my presence, and if not, then I will dispense of you like a mere peasant. But the more of myself I pour into these objects, the less of myself there is to object to the fact that I am becoming less than human. If in his own image God created mankind, then why in a world full of humans is he so hard to find? Dirt plus God's breath is the equation that allowed you to be, and when you take God out of it, you become the modern-day zombie. For there can be no life without God's breath, and so just take a look around and you'll see the living dead. We are less than human. Now, in a society that's lost its sense of community and the only real connection seems to be on a screen, then I have to ask this question I just can't resist. If nobody actually notices you, what does it even mean to exist? You see, reality is the summation of perception, and something only becomes real at the moment of conception, and so now I ask myself this question that persists. If nobody actually notices me, what does it even mean to exist? Can my actions really impact anyone? Does it even matter the shameful things that I've done? Again, I find myself walking this road. It's so familiar I could walk it with my eyes closed, and just when I think that I've reached the end, I find myself back at the start again. I don't get this paradoxical condition that I'm in. Like a broken record, I keep repeating, like a broken record, I keep repeating, like a broken record, I keep repeating this sin. I am less than human. My son, you do not have to be less than human, for I have built you upon a perfect equation, and you have always existed in my infinite perception, for I conceived of you before your actual conception. And when that day finally comes for you to see my advent, all of creation will be in perfect agreement that you will be able to leave this despair and join me upon my throne on this holy chair. For on that day you will have finally become greater than human.